Welcome to ROG DreamLeague Season 8. I think it feels good to say that. Woo! Welcome back. This is day 2, and we have a very exciting day ahead of us. It is an OG doubleheader, that's right. And we have with me Sir Action Slacks. How are you doing, sir?
Wow, you usually just call me Jake or something, but
yes.
We're going in all in on the tags this time.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Sheaves.
Good. How are you liking being back on the co-host?
Oh, God, it's so much better. It's great. So many responsibilities as a host. You have to care what people say. You have to watch the games.
You have to...
What?
You've got one hit. Oh, there we go.
Oh, thank you.
It was really getting to me. I got you, dude.
Thanks, Fogged.
That's Fogged. Always looking out for other people. How you doing, Fogged?
Hello, I'm good.
Good.
Missed you the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
He tried his best.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. But he's no Sheaves.
No Sheaves at all.
No Sheaves.
How are you doing, Owen?
I'm good.
You good? What you doing?
I'm playing on this. It's good fun.
What is that, Owen?
What
What
are
do you
you
got going on
holding?
there, huh?
Sousa. An Asus. It's nice.
Thanks. Great segment, Owen. That was really... You put in all the effort there.
It's a Zen pad.
At least he's wearing a nice sweater, though. This
He
nice
is?
DreamLeague sweater.
Yes.
Got that going for him.
You can buy those indeed at the moment. You actually, Ake is the model for that one.
He is.
Thought it was really
I'm a little pissed. I feel like we're good-looking dudes and ladies. Why didn't we get the model?
Do we have babies? He just had a baby, so he's got leverage.
He's got
Yeah.
that baby pheromones on him.
Something like that.
Makes people want to buy his clothes.
I don't know. If we're
I'd agree.
That.
All right.
All right, so how are we doing today? we had some you had some fun playing some Russian
Birjamenov.
Beige memo. I think that's actually a real word in Russian.
Is it? I hope it doesn't mean anything.
I don't actually think it. I don't know. I don't know what it means.
CIS Day was yesterday. Don't worry.
Why are the CIS custom games so much better than the English?
I know we don't have any meme games.
You're
like that,
actually
do we?
right.
Where we have like like these English personalities in a game. Like we don't, but the Russians they've got all of them.
And they're ham on that. They have like the voice lines.
Yeah,
They have
cool.
everything.
They got the music. You can be like Snoop Dogg. And I think in the last game, the first game we were playing like it was like Snoop Dogg versus the Prodigy, and then, he was walking around as some undying thing that wouldn't die.
Yeah.
And then it was Wep, wasn't it? Yeah, Wepus was on Snoop Dogg, and he came in and planted a few trees and did a little bit of a dance, and they killed us all.
People may not have any idea what you're talking about.
That one was called
What we're talking about is
Memes
that,
Reborn.
That's right. The Dota 2 custom game market
Yeah.
pretty much dead except for memers. They're the only ones still making games. So they're just like loud air horns and Snoop Dogs running around, and things are pretty dank.
But there's a competition, right, for a custom game to make it for Frostivius?
Frostivius.
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 Am I saying it wrong?
Isn't it Frostivus?
It's Frostivus.
No, there's no isn't it? It
It's
is
a-
Frostivus.
It's a Frostivus.
I've never heard
Frostivus
anyone say
for the rest of us.
Frostivius.
That sounds like a really shitty.
That sounds like some
wizard.
sort of, kind of thing that you catch when you go to the North Pole and you're not wearing enough underpants. Oh, I've got a bad case of Frostivius.
I was thinking a wizard, but that's sure. Winter
And we're back.
STD, sure.
We're back to DreamLeague. Look at this, guys.
Oh, hey, nice.
Look at this, guys.
You're on the awkward transition home now. That's
you go.
great.
So what I'm thinking is that a Russian is going to actually win the competition. They're so much better at
They
making
make
those
all the
games.
arcade games, yeah.
It's the only ones I've ever played. Like Petri Reborn and stuff. Those are really fun.
But it looked fun from a distance. It sounded fun from a distance as well. Because you've also been playing a couple of games and it hasn't been going so great with the ranked.
Yeah,
Like you had some rough times today.
Ranked? Yeah, I had some rough damn times with you people. So we're back to the DreamLeague stacks again. Basically, they all changed their nicks except for me. So people see me and then they start diving me as 5. And that's okay.
Oh, yeah?
I can be 2 and 28. It's all right
Okay.
as long as you guys win. But you assholes have to win. That's the problem. Owen.
70 minutes in, and Jake still has a stout shield on Sand King.
Yeah, it's not great. It's
Pretty good
not
stuff
great.
right there, guys.
How many times did he die that game again?
20. It was 26 at the end, or 27, I think.
2 to 27. A lot of space created that game.
That's my girlfriend's birthday, February 27th. Thank you.
All right.
You're just shout out
Let's
right
just
there.
show that out to the internet. There you go. What's her social security number, too? Yeah, that was a great game. Owen was OD. There was a Pugna.
We're still going on about this.
From full HP,
Oh, we did. We lost that
he
game.
queued himself to death. That was fun to watch. Under another word, hitting creeps.
Yep.
It was not a high-stress situation.
It was not.
He literally farmed himself to death. It was incredible. But, yeah.
We did end with a win. I want to point that out. It was a rough struggle, I think.
Watch out. EU West or wherever the hell we're playing.
That was a close call though. That was a throne race right there.
That was right.
We had a base race and we won it. So you know, you end on a high. We won 35 MMR.
Great.
We don't talk about the
Everybody
MMR
at
that we
home
lost.
super hype about that 35.
Talking about the highs, we'll talk about the lows.
Yeah.
Empire lost a bunch of games the other day,
Yes,
right?
they did.
There you go.
They did indeed.
That transition.
That transition.
I tried,
Dude, you want
guys.
to switch spots?
He's trying to take my job. I think
He's good.
Yeah.
I don't
Empire
even know
was in a pretty sad spot. Last Tuesday. Tuesday was first day of the ROG DreamLeague Season 8. And they had 4 games, Empire did. And they were able to win 1. That's great. We're going to take a look at the top 3 plays of that day now.
So he didn't actually get the full extent of a chance to get his damage out. Was stunned for a good duration. Now he's back in the game though, jumping forward, looking for a bender. Oh, okie dokie, Fisher into the 2-man black hole. There's the Echo Slam as well. Purification comes in, but it's not enough damage to get Miposhka down and keep his teammates alive. So Hansel's going to be back in time. They can look to defend here. Kezu comes in with a 3-man vacuum stun, only connects onto 2. FN quick with the BKB. This Nick stunned follow-up allows them to get the first 2 kills. Now Tomato turns his attention towards FN. The damage chunking from FN, tries to duke it out with the Hurricane Pipe, but it's not happening. Empire lose 3, they lose 4. Tomato jumps in with the second hit. He's brought a fresh one and he's sending it out. Tomato heads forward with the Blade Fury. Getting the damage down. The Blood Rite will connect though, and in fact, Tomato, that's the Aegis down.
He's got BKB when he's up
Look at
there.
the screen script though, Sin.
Oh, the 3-man combo!
The combo comes in. Kezu with the setup. Weehaw with the follow through.
And they just call GG.
That is absolutely over.
Kazoo.
All right, welcome back. That was indeed Kezu with an amazing combo. Actually, the Midorfeed had a lot of great combos that day. They were the ones to drop a game against Empire. That was the only team that did so far. We can take a look at the standings and see how that looks, because we have Virtus Pro on top of the board. They won 2 games against Empire. Midorfeed tied, and Empire, well, lost 3 games, and those are the only 3 teams that have played so far. So not that much to show for yet, but keep in mind that we have 8 teams playing and only 4 move forward to LAN. And in case you're wondering how that's going to go down, it's going to be the top 1 from EU and the top 1 from CAS will move forward. And then the other 2 are the ones that are just either number 2 or 3, or number 3 or 4, whichever were like come below that. It makes sense. It does make sense, you guys. Promise.
It made sense to me.
And we're going to have an OG doubleheader. OG hasn't played yet. Empire have, and that is going to be our first matchup, OG Empire. It's going to be it's going to be pretty exciting because OG really hasn't really been doing that great.
No.
Shiver!
No, they've not qualified for anything apart from Dota Pit.
Just
Just
Dota Pit.
You know, they just want to chill out, don't they? Really, you know, have a bit of time off.
That's why they
And
tried.
they're very nice guys. They don't want to turn down like opportunities
Well-
playing qualifiers. They're just like, well, we'll play, and then we just won't actually qualify.
I was talking to
And they'll have a
Notel a
nice,
bit.
you know, bit of a break.
Interesting theory.
After
Yeah.
a crazy year last.
That's exactly what it was. I talked to Notel with Evany and with Fly
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, and they were just like, I think we took too long of a break, because they all took like a month break to just kind of chill after TI, and then
Yeah.
they came back and they're like, what the hell is kind of going on? And they're now finally starting to get the groove of things, and they have Rezo.
Yes.
So it's like a completely different kind of change of play style.
Yeah.
And I think like people are probably saying like Notel's been struggling a lot to get used to like playing with him, which is a big difference.
They're going to be fine.
They're gonna be
OG,
fine.
every single season, before they get to DreamLeague, everyone's like, I don't know about OG this year. And then they play through DreamLeague,
Yeah.
and we push them out as champions every single time. Give birth to the beautiful babies. That's what we do here.
Didn't
they
Liquid
didn't do it last
Didn't Liquid
time.
win twice though?
Yeah.
OG wasn't here last season.
Why not?
You can ask them after they
we,
beat
yeah,
Empire.
we'll ring them up on the post game. Why were you
They
not
have
in
to.
last
They have to
DreamLeague?
win for us to ring them up.
Okay. We'll ring him up anyway.
It's going to be a
We're
really
especially ringing him
aggressive
up.
question. So, congratulations on your win. Why weren't you here last season?
That's fine, right? It's better than our
Jesus.
usual questions.
That is true. At least that one has some thought behind it. So.
No, but they did qualify for a Dota pit, but that's the only thing so far. And yeah, they maybe have to have a bit of a warm-up period before they start get going again. But I wonder if the warm-up period is over yet or not, or if it's still slightly going.
I think they're going to improve a lot.
Yeah?
I do think so, yeah. Rezo's playing a new role, right? He's playing mid. He hasn't played mid since Navi, I think it was, right? So it's been like a couple years.
And then
Big
you got Empire. They had a warm-up last Tuesday. Wasn't great.
No.
I think they played pretty decent.
They almost took a game off VP.
Yeah, it was just like they had this like Viper in majority of the games or OD or something, and they just kind of tapered off. I don't know, but they played pretty well. I thought they played pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, the plays were definitely there. I really kind of feel like they had an off day. I mean, I don't want to make excuses for them or anything, but when you lose and you don't feel good, you get a little tilted. You keep picking Viper for reasons unknown, and then that you lose. So I feel like it could be a brand new Empire today, a brand new team coming out, especially since they're up against OG, which is a team that they don't practice against very often. So could be pretty good.
Well, and then later today we have Virtus Pro as well playing again. They played against Empire already. This time they're going to play against OG.
That's hype. That's like kind of Kiev major finals.
Kind
Major,
of,
yeah.
kind of,
Right.
Kind of.
exactly.
It's a little
like-
replacement.
Well, I
I mean, but
apart
because
apart from
Ana's
the
not
prize
there.
pool. Oh yeah.
It's Resolution instead of Ana, so it's
Oh
like,
yeah. But
And there's no
I
losing
feel like
heroes.
it adds more depth having Resolution play against the CAS
that's
champions.
true. That's actually pretty.
Wow, yeah.
It's really hype. Resolution is kind of he branched away from the CAS scene, and I mean it's going great for him. You know, was a good choice for him. But now he's playing against the CAS champs. I'm pretty hyped for that series, but it does require OG to be out of their warm up because Virtus Pro doesn't need a warm up. They didn't change roster. They're still the same. They're still looking good.
They're like the same confident bunch that they've been forever.
They really
super
are.
good teamwork, diverse drafts. Like they've just got everything. No one's a beast.
So if you look at the 8 teams that we have, which team do we find most scary?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, everybody's kind of taking some time. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, sure you got.
So you gotta say like
Yeah, you got to liquid, didn't you? Yeah.
I
they
don't
haven't
think so.
played, but
I don't think so.
But you have the post TI.
Nah, liquid went
The
out
fall,
there.
dude.
not
That's
these
the
guys.
crack.
My
Liquid
Control
don't do
just
post
won.
TI.
My Control just won FPL EU. That guy's a beast.
They got 4 9K
Mind
players
Control did. But, I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Now. Well, Mind Control won TI, didn't he?
Sure.
Yeah.
I know, but he's still invested. What about the rest of the team? It's a team game. You don't know how these guys are feeling.
I can guarantee you, GH has been like nonstop playing pubs.
Maybe.
Those guys are fiends.
Maybe.
But you still need the team, and you still will need to play as a team. Remember when they first started playing together? Everybody was saying, "Oh, they got 3 9K players," but they were not great then. They missed out on the Boston Major because they didn't qualify because they were not great.
They do have 4 9K players now.
They do. It's improved, but still, it's not a guarantee. Surely. But you're still thinking Liquid.
I'd still
high.
put Liquid, yeah.
All
I
right.
was just going to say, I
Got it.
feel like Kuro's he's just going to be bored now. I don't think he's cracking the
He don't
whip
get
anymore.
bored.
Doesn't sound like cool.
I think-
Though
I know
He's been in the
Kuro.
scene for like, what, 25
I know
years
Kuro.
now.
Sure, he's been grinding ever since TI1, but it's been all for one mission, and he's completed the mission, all right?
all right, but he already set himself a second mission. We all heard it.
We heard it.
We all heard him say it.
I'm a man of action and not words. I
right.
want to see it.
So if you're not saying Liquid, who do you favor this season?
I haven't thought that far ahead, really.
All right.
I'm going to go with Empire. Come on, boys. Bring it on.
All right.
Well, they're 1-3 to start that, so you know.
So,
I mean,
OD
let's come back.
Font, before I sent you off, I want to just quickly know, OG, 4 games today. Are they going to do it?
Draw 2-2. They're gonna end 2-2.
Ooh.
All right, what do you think, Owen?
I think it's going to be 2-2-0s.
In favor of OG.
Oh, no, OG 2-0 Empire and then VP 2-0 OG.
That's what I said.
Was that what you said?
Yeah,
You said
2-2.
draws.
They're gonna end 2-2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to find out if that is the case. For now, I will say bye to you guys.
Great.
Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at these two jumbos.
We'll be right back with our guest of the week.
That was quick.
Get the hell out of here. Go.
You're my call.
Don't worry, guys. Will's here, and we have Will again. Hello.
What's up?
Doing good?
I'm good.
So you've been trying to get everybody to go to the gym, and I wanted to talk about that for a bit.
Yeah?
God.
What do you want to know?
First of all, I want to know how you were able to get everybody to the gym, because it feels like these guys normally don't go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you show up and you're like, hey, let's go. And then they actually do it.
Owen wanted to go.
Yeah.
Owen asked me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's just like, can we go together? I was like, okay, sure, no problem. Then we just went. Then we kind of guilt tripped Slacks a little bit.
Yeah.
And then-
Heavily.
Not really. We just said like, and then you're like, all right, we'll go. And then today you went of your own accord. You just like, I knocked on your door and you're like, all right, let's go.
I mean, it's like when I'm in a miserable situation, I just adjust to it pretty
Yeah.
easily. Like, you know, I just fade in and take in the misery. Can I talk about how the hellscape of this man? He's not a human being anymore. Homie's like doing pull-ups constantly in there. Just he doesn't even breathe heavily. He just does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he knows what you're trying to say there. He's just not doing it.
Okay, well, I tried.
But at any rate,
It fell out.
No, it's next to your shirt. It's right here.
so I'm gonna be
Got
real
it.
with you right now.
We're
His
good.
in-ear fell out, and there was a lot of miming from Shiva, very exaggerated miming.
She was like trying to, I was like,
She's
what are you
like-
trying to tell me? I was like, are you hot? You were like doing this.
I mean, I do get hot flashes, but I won't.
You were essentially like doing this. I was like, what the hell's going on?
we passed a lot of
Okay.
signals to each other.
I was like
when there's
staring
no
at Jake
camera.
and I see you in the corner of my eye. I was like, what are you trying to
All right, anyway.
Oh, we gotta fix. We gotta fix. We
So,
gotta look at
yeah, I hate working out. I don't think my body produces endorphins. It's miserable the entire time. Before the workout, I'm scared of working out. During the workout, I feel miserable and hurt, and then afterwards, I feel bad.
But do you feel better now?
No.
Like,
I actually get really, really testy. You guys might notice that, but I'm kind of pissed off right now.
I
and
thought that
that's
was
like,
because of the Dota.
No, it's not the Dota. I just get mad when my whole body is sore for no reason. I'm angry. I don't understand how people like that life of constantly, you know, when you work out, you're breaking your muscles. You're ripping apart the tendons. In your entire, all of this is ripped apart paper inside of you.
Yeah, but then it forms even stronger, Jake.
And then you rip it again.
Yeah, and then it just gets stronger and stronger.
It's an
and stronger.
endless cycle of pain is
Yeah,
what
but
you
it's like
do.
it'll fix your posture,
Who cares?
helps with your sleep.
Listen, Shiva.
It helps you perform better, which is actually what I was gonna segue into.
Oh.
Because if you like, for example, OG went on all those training camps at some point with their sponsor, and they said they benefited from it by playing better and, you know, being more comfortable in their skin and basically being in better energy and stuff like that. You feel like that's true? Like that's something that other teams might be lacking sometimes?
I know there's that org Immortals.
Yeah.
When we were talking to them, I know Noah's like a big fan of like that philosophy, like you should be, you know, healthy mind, healthy body.
Yeah.
So like I think they actually have a thing where they have to gym, or they're like strongly encouraged to. Anyway, so it's like, does it really matter? Look, when I was on Liquid, that was when I was like my biggest, because we just go to Jack in the Box at like 2 a.m. every day and just like chow down
Hell yeah.
every single day. We all gained collectively like 20 pounds, and then they
Hell
did it
yeah.
again, because that's all when you're at boot camp with Liquid, you're just gonna eat fast food. Crow like always points to his stomach. He's like, look how large, and then he leaves, and then he's okay again. Like he loses it instantly, but it's like it doesn't really seem to matter.
So you don't think it matters?
I think Liquid might have. It's very close, but I think they're the unhealthiest team,
Listen,
and they
All
want
right.
TI.
That's not something that we want to promote. That's not where I was going to
they're
go with this.
disgusting. God. In psychology, we have something called the hierarchy of needs,
All
made
right.
by some guy, Laszlo or some shit.
Mhm.
Right? Anyway, basically, it's a pyramid, right? You gotta find food, shelter, safety. He theorized that the less people that care less about what they look like are the happier people, because they've gone past all that. Physical appearance is very low on a hierarchy of needs, things that you need. The happiest people are the ones that just get out of bed, don't take a shower, don't brush their teeth, they don't give a hoot.
I don't know if that's true, Jake. What you're advocating to not shower?
Yeah.
How are you quantifying their happiness?
they're happy themselves. Like Albert Einstein looked like shit all the time because he's just on a different level of intelligence. He doesn't care about
How
that
do you know he was happy?
human garbage. He was happy.
How
you
do you
make
know?
the nuke, you're happy, dude.
Wasn't he really unhappy with that?
Didn't you do? You're doing keto. Why do keto then? Just like
I'm done.
reverse it.
I got married.
You're
I
done now.
literally did keto just to sink my claws
But
into my young
you didn't
life.
get the garlic bread today.
Yeah, you're still eating only meat.
I'm very unhappy.
You you said Albert on meat steak journeys.
I'm goddamn miserable if you if we're gonna go there. No, I mean I don't know. When does it end? When does the
doesn't really.
working out end? When do you ever look at yourself and go, I'm done?
It's a lifestyle change, right? You do it as like a long-term thing. You don't just like do it to get to a certain point and then.
All I know is in my soul, I know I'm a fat kid, and that makes me happy. I could
Yeah.
work out, I could look in the mirror and be like buff, but I know that in my heart, my happiest moment is sitting down eating a pizza until I feel like I'm gonna puke and then drowning it with ice cream. It makes me fucking super happy.
Super happy.
Yeah.
Just like through the roof.
Through the roof.
That's your thing.
I could be
That's
a
the best.
millionaire, or I could OD myself on cookies and cream ice cream and pizza.
All right.
That's America. Anyway,
You're sitting next to an American as well.
aren't you from Canada?
No. Born and raised California.
Gross. California's not America.
All right, there's a lot of people that would beg to differ for that one, but all right. So you don't think it would help in the Dota? Fine. And then Liquid apparently, most unhealthiest team. There goes my entire point, by the way. I was all about the healthy mind, healthy body kind of thing.
I will tell you though that there are a lot of players lately that are getting on like the kick.
Yeah.
Like Rezo. Rezo at the beginning of the year was like 130 pounds or something.
Dude.
Couldn't do anything, and now he's just like the most jacked dude I know.
All that protein got to go somewhere. Usually, it's stored in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger the muscles, the less nutrients your brain gets.
But he
That's
had
not
an
a
amazing TI run.
As an analyst,
No.
did he win?
So you're trying to tell me? I feel like we're trying to advocate for one thing, and Jake's just like completely. He's just like, guys, do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. We're gamers, for God's sakes. All right? This isn't
We're healthy
a
gamers.
health show. No, hell no. Don't be healthy, everybody.
Here's the difference,
Ooh.
though. I have been on both sides of things. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever just been like super fit, Jake,
No.
but I've been. So I was very large for the majority of my life.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I will say like this is better. There are things that I miss. Like I miss just being able to like eat McDonald's for like 9 days straight or something.
I missed that too.
But it's like, it's good trade.
We only live once.
Not having pain in my lower back, being able to like keep up with people, like going climbing if I feel like it, like those things are
What's
really
the
nice.
climb, dude?
But
Live
it's like,
fast, die young, bad
did
girls.
I ever tell you my story that like, I was at Charles de Gaulle Airport with Zoe and Milk, and they're like, we're on the it's a huge airport. And
Yes,
I'm on the opposite side, and it's like 5 terminals over. It's like a pretty long walk.
Yes.
It's like a 15-20 minute walk, and they're like 10 steps ahead of me. And I'm just like struggling. It's like the hardest thing in the world for me just to like simply walk behind them. It was tough. It was like it's not a fun feeling.
Yeah. That's their fault for being so.
Yeah, it's their
All right.
fault.
If they enjoyed their lives a little bit, they'd be just as slow.
Okay,
In the
true,
meantime,
true.
you might have noticed that there was something happening below here.
Oh.
And that was a bit of a vote that you can do. If you type hashtag either Empire or OG, who you think is going to win, we're going to find out what you guys are thinking is going to happen in this series, because the series is going to start fairly soon.
There's some history too between these two teams.
Really?
There is.
Well, because Rezo played with Empire
TI.
at TI.
Yes.
You know, there's just some real history between this team and me.
All right. Which team?
OG.
Oh, yeah.
Because I see the same thing that happened to me the other day. All right? I had to cast a game for OG. I was playing a Techies game, 75-minute game, almost won. Trent calls me up and says, gotta get in here. The OG game's starting. They say they want to go. I walk in there, and then one dude doesn't show for a long time. I got low pro for that shit. And they're still the same dude.
That's why your behavior score is a C.
Don't tell people that. Are you serious?
Gamer
You
here.
literally just leaked that shit out
Positive gamer here. You see all
there?
this
Come
shit?
on, dude.
Working out gives you that A.
I was actually so tilted.
Did you
by
have an
that.
A? You don't have an A.
It's like behavior score. It says like normal or something.
Yeah, he has an A. Normal is now A to B. I checked my behavior score for the first time today, and I have a
solid
C.
C.
And I was so sad because like I have like 3,000 comments. How could I have a C?
Doesn't
Because
matter.
you play techies.
Dude, you were so passive. It's probably Tort. Remember, you were really mean to him today.
Well, screw Tortellini. I mean, he's not a human being. I don't know. You don't have to treat him like people.
So comments on your
Yeah.
profile are public.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is the most recent comment you have?
What is this, just a tax flax day? What the hell, guys?
If I recall, it was something like, "You're not what you are on you're not your on-camera personality."
It doesn't even make sense.
That guy hated you.
Fogged played an Invoker. He did a great game. You set on my profile this thing. Maybe it was Owen. I don't remember. But there's a way you can just mute everyone. There's
That
like
wasn't me.
There's a button that's
That's
just
probably
like
Owen. Owen
mute
voice
all
everybody.
Oh, it was Owen.
incoming communication.
Yeah.
So I'm in a game. It's muted. I didn't even know. I didn't say a goddamn word. I couldn't read anything in chat. And then I checked my profile, and we just won a game. And a guy's like, "This guy isn't who he seems like he is on camera. Real piece of garbage. Made one of the worst gaming experiences
Was he
I
on
ever
your team
had."
or against
Yes,
you?
he was on my team, and we
Wow.
won. And I literally didn't flame. I couldn't speak. How you gonna do that to a boy? That's why I have a C for no reason. I'm
Not a
a
great
very
guy.
happy man in my games.
Fake personality.
Not fake.
All right. So for the coming series, it's okay.
We're
We'll
just
let
gonna
let
gloss
Jake
over
just sit there for a second.
Jake's a real piece of work.
Will
This is why I have to eat so much ice cream.
for the coming series, there's going to be obviously resolution. It's going to be one of the people to watch. But who do you feel is going to be one of the people to watch? Doesn't matter if it's from OG or Empire. Who do you feel is one to watch?
I think FN is usually the consistent rock for Empire. I said it last time too, but if FN has a good game, I think that this guy, he's not really up and coming. More people know about him. He just doesn't really have like that social media presence. He doesn't really stream on Twitch. He's kind of disconnected in that regard.
Yeah.
He doesn't say these like controversial things, so he's not really out there. But in terms of like pure skill, I think this guy, when you talk about like top tier mid laners, he's gonna start entering that discussion alongside Sumail, Miracle, No One, those kinds of guys. I think he's right there.
What does he need to have a perfect mid lane? Is it just him? Does he need some support? What do you
No,
feel
I
like
think,
is going
I
to be
think in
important?
terms of just like pure mechanical skill, there's some people that benefit from having that help, like Abed. It's not Abed is a very skilled player, 10K, but when he gets help from somebody like Bulba, he like completely snowballs, and so you don't often see because their game plan is so centered around them. But I think guys like FN and stuff like that, they're used to just like they want that kind of pure me against you sort of matchup, so it's a little bit different their play styles.
All right. Is it something that that OG can exploit if they want to do that?
I think in this game, they're probably going to help out Rez a little bit more. I think every single iteration of OG has just sacked No Tail.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's just kind of like, No Tail, do what you can.
But you're
We'll
not going to
see
be
what-
the priority.
Yeah, you're not really going to be the priority, which is pretty common nowadays that the
Yeah.
mid player is the real carry.
And he's been doing really well as well in that specific basically. Well, it's a position 2 role.
Yeah, I think right now they're struggling a little bit more than they'd like. I remember they just recently got into a 5-game series that they barely won over Bambo's team.
Yeah.
That's so far, I think they've only qualified for one event. And so
Okay.
for them, very disappointing results so far because these guys, they can't make the green dream happen at every single major. They won't be the one of 2 teams that win every major or whatever. And so I think for them, they're a little bit disappointed, but it's probably just a time thing. They probably just need a little bit more time to integrate.
Yeah, that's what Fogg said as well.
We see that a lot, especially in DreamLeague. You know, roster changes do a lot to a team's kind of momentum and how they play. And having just one guy replaced means that the entire puzzle has been thrown out and it's got to be rebuilt. So we're definitely going to see this team improve, I think, in this league, though.
Let's not forget that historically speaking, there's always a patch during DreamLeague.
Is there?
There
Not
has
this-
been.
Not this time.
I think not yet. I mean, we're still, it's day 2. Please, calm down. But there's historically speaking, there has been a patch. I think every single league play during DreamLeague. So perhaps that's also something that the teams are waiting for.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of a refreshment needed. I mean, we already saw No-Till with what was it, most played hero Necrophos.
That era is almost done.
Soon.
Almost.
Soon it's
to
back
be
to
no longer.
Dagon, Brown Boots, Necro for us all.
No, I don't think that's gonna ever be the thing.
What are you talking
That was never the build.
You may
Dagon,
have
Brown
heard
Boots?
of a hero called Sumail. Okay.
A hero called Sumail.
Yes, a hero to the North Americas. He learned that build from me. Brown
He-
Boots,
straight up,
Dagon.
no other items.
No. Dagon 5, Brown Boots.
Dagon 5
They
Brown.
do that in a professional match?
Yeah, Knoxville can back me up, yeah.
Yeah.
Pull it up, Noxie.
All right, well, we'll wait for Knoxville for that
This
one.
is why your behavior score is so low. dude.
Shut up, dude.
He's just making up
Damn.
lines left, right, and center.
Pub suck up.
So how do we
Great
feel
teammate.
the series is gonna go? Because on paper, we've just seen Empire, and you know they had some moments of strength, but they didn't really look that amazing. They have lost 3 games, 1-1, and OG, as you mentioned, they struggled to qualify for Dota, but they did qualify for that, but they didn't qualify for anything else. Are they the favorite still in this series?
I
Coming
think
into
they're
this?
probably still the favorites, but it's a little bit more shaky than it was in the past. Like if you told me OG before I saw them play a game, I'd say 100% they're gonna 2-0.
Yeah.
But Rezo still needs, I think, a little bit of time to adjust because it's not just a role. It's not just a roster swap. He also role swapped, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't been mid for a really long time, in like 2 years.
Yeah.
He's been playing the carry role, and so maybe a little bit more time, flesh things out, figure out how they want to play, develop their play style a little bit more. But I think OG takes this 2-0.
All right. What do you reckon, Jake?
No, I'm not too convinced that OG takes it too well. As we said, I mean, they're still getting their stuff together, and
Yeah.
Empire had probably a really rough night 2 nights ago, and had a nice day of saying, what did we do wrong?
Yeah.
How do we fix it? And they're the ones that have actively, as many in Dota say, the best way to learn something is to lose. And they had a lot of losing. They got through it. Now they learned what their mistakes are, and I think they got a new strat's going to come out today. I feel like it's an advantage. So I'd say 1-1, for sure.
All right, 1-1. Well, that's a little bit different than what our commentator said earlier. They both said 2-0 for OG.
Kind of.
Kind of. So you're the only one so far that has the spark of hope there for Empire. By the way, guys, we're waiting for the lobby to load. At the moment, we're having some issues at making everybody load into the game, and unfortunately, that's taking more time than we would like it to.
Is that the patch?
Did you see True Sight when Miracle said he said upper bracket is for losers?
Something like that. Yeah.
But I think he was just making a joke because he said in the.
I believe the quote was for bitches.
Upper bracket is. I actually knew the quote. I just didn't want. I don't know what your guys is.
That's
I can.
DreamLeague.
I
You
can
can.
just drop it.
It's DreamLeague, bitches. Say whatever you want.
All right.
Yeah, boy.
All right. But what was it? What were you going with that quote?
It's like, well, he said, losing is learning, right? And so
Alright.
if you take these early bumps early on, because Empire could have won all 3 of those games or all 4 of those games, if I recall, they had a lead in every game at some point,
Yeah.
and they happen to lose. And so those are like the really tough losses. If you get blown out of the water, it's whatever. It means you got outdrafted, outplayed. That's life. But it's those like really close, like nail-biting losses that really suck to have.
That's basically just losses due to experience. Like
Yeah, it's like
have to
you
be.
messed up somewhere. You're not really sure. It's a little bit more. You can blame a little bit more. Is the point, right? You can say like, if you had done this, or if you had done this.
That doesn't seem like a good. Don't blame me.
You had done this.
That doesn't seem like a really positive thing for a team, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you still show that you can compete. If the game is close every time, it sucks. But at least you're showing like, oh, we can at least have close games with X, Y, and Z teams.
Yeah, but would you rather come in 3rd place or 2nd place, bro?
I'd rather come in 3rd every single time.
Every single time. Nobody
What?
wants
You-
to be best loser.
You rather come 3rd than 2nd?
Hell yeah. You
Yeah,
don't
as
want to
a
be
coach.
a smidge away from maybe getting that first. You want to say, all right, you know what? We've got some real work to do. When you're 2nd place, when you're barely winning games, that sucks.
Come on, you go. No, you want to.
No, okay. It's like this.
No.
From a prize pool perspective and stuff like that, of course it's better to be 2nd.
Yeah.
But in the moment, when I was a coach, every single time we got 3rd, it felt way worse getting 2nd than it did getting 3rd. If you got 3rd, so it was like Planet Odd or DC or whatever. At Boston Major, we got 4th, 3rd/4th.
Yeah.
We lost to what was the team? Mouse Sports. And that felt okay. Everyone was like kind of satisfied with the result. You're disappointed because it was a team that we hadn't lost to in scrims or anything like that, but it was a lot easier to move on from. Whereas like anytime we got second on that team, it felt horrible. You just feel like, because you feel like you were right there and you could taste it, and you're just like, damn, we were there and we still lost. Like, we could have won.
But
We were a
isn't it
little bit
better
close.
to almost have been there?
No, not at all.
No.
Because if you're third, you can just say, well, we were far enough to the point where we don't know what the finals would have been.
Right.
It's whatever.
Well, I don't know what to say to that, guys. I just figured, you know,
That's how we know. I know
first is
me and
best.
Slacks are
Yes, you're
true
first.
competitors.
Yeah, boy.
Second, you know, you almost made it. Congratulations, you came second.
Best loser. That's what my dad used to say. Don't come home with a second place, best loser.
Your dad sounds like a delightful person.
I mean, he raised a winner. It worked.
Really did.
Thanks, Papa. Papa bless.
All right. So we are having a draft. It is time for game one, but we need to draft for that. And for that, we have the War Room. Hello.